it's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for December 2023. So on December 23rd, we have Mercury, ruler of the mental plane, ruler of information, communication, how it is that we express ourselves, moving back into Sagittarius energy. So this is going to be quite a shift, especially impacting our thoughts, our focus, our conversations. Let's break it down. First of all, we had Mercury in this Sag energy when we entered into the pre-retrograde shadow period. That, of course, kind of took place around the 25th of November. We were approaching December 1st. We seen Mercury enter into Capricorn energy. We got to 8 degrees around December 13th, and that is the point in which Mercury retrograded. Of course, we have been kind of reviewing topics and themes, conversation, seeing the past in people, in projects, in goals, in aspects come back to test us, to see if we've learned anything, to see if we've overcome those particular challenges, those pains, those traumas. And with Mercury in that Capricorn energy, we have been thinking long term, not only about our futuristic goals and plans, but looking back over our long-term path on how it is that we've actually gotten here. With Mercury now moving back into the Sag energy, this is going to really push us into a mental plane, into a state of mind for us to review what it is that we actually believe in. If you remember when Mercury was in Sag energy, this is when we had ADHD squirrel brain. This is when we were jumping all over the place. Yes, we were a little bit more optimistic and positive than we've been in the serious and somber tone of Capricorn energy, but the big ideas, the big inspirations, the big motivations that we were kind of jumping all around trying to explore, they didn't really come into focus until we moved into that Capricorn energy. But in typical Capricorn fashion, we put the blinders on and suddenly we became so focused on the details, the path, the plan, the strategy, the methodical approach to how it is that we're going to tie up the loose ends of our past, clean the slate in order to build some futuristic elements upon, things got a little bit dark. They got a bit heavy, they got a bit weighted, and essentially we sucked the magic out of the vision, out of the dream that we had when Mercury was in Sagittarius energy the first time around. So this is an attempt to kind of lift our spirits, if you will, lift our, let's call it perspective, back to the big vision, back to the big dream, back to the big ideas that we were excited about just a couple of weeks ago. This is going to put us in a different type of situation because, of course, we just entered through that solstice gateway. We're still kind of sitting in it. And therefore, the vibration, the frequency that we locked in as this version of self that is going to be kind of diving into new karmic chapters, new life lessons, now we get the opportunity to kind of see ourselves from a different set of eyes. This particular energy is good for the soul. Again, spirituality, religious concepts, our overall, let's call it belief system has been shook up many, many times in many different ways over the course of 2023. And now that we have kind of anchored in the energy that we are going to be working with in this next karmic chapter, this is a beautiful opportunity for us to see the bigger, broader picture, the greater, grander vision. We're starting to piece together, if you will, why certain things had to happen. And although we would have taken a little bit of a Debbie Downer type of approach to these particular topics and themes while in the Capricorn energy, the Sag energy is as optimistic, as positive, as confident as we could possibly get. So this is, yes, still a review, a recalibration, a realignment. Again, all those words that come with a retrograde. But because this is about the big picture, the big idea, the big belief, the big interests, we're definitely going to have a different perspective, a different set of eyes in order for us to take a good look at some of the things that have changed in our lives already. So of course, we're going to be sitting in this Sagittarius energy until January 1st. January 1st, 2024, Mercury will be going direct at 22 degrees, 11 minutes of Sagittarius energy. 2211 2 master creator numbers, not even to mention the fact that Jupiter, who rules over this Sagittarius energy, will finally go direct on the very last day of 2023. So we're definitely being set up to enter into 2024. Again, a very, I'm going to call it difficult year because it is about change and transformation, and that is never fun for anyone. We are being set up to have a very positive outlook, a very optimistic, very confident mood and attitude as we walk into what is going to be a very trying chapter for most people. And so as we kind of move through the holidays, we are going to be seeing people, situations, and circumstances from a different set of eyes because we're very reflective. We're very kind of picking apart the highs, the lows, the everything in between, and plucking out the silver linings, even in the hardest, toughest of situations.